Very good. You play this very well. For anybody out there in internet land who hasn't tried to play this, this is a hard one. I mean, you know, it has all this forked fingerings that go quickly at the top, and you do an excellent job. So congratulations. It's
Thank you.
This is one of those ones that, you know, you see it coming about 2 pages before, you know, and you begin to wonder, this time what will happen? But you play it exceptionally well. The Marschallin is the central character in the first act. She's the Princess of Württemberg. She's a very beautiful woman. She's in, I think, her late 30s, maybe her middle 30s. She's kind of turning the corner from being a beautiful young woman to being a beautiful middle-aged woman. And that's really a lot of what this opera is about. It's her coming to terms with the fact that she's maturing in a way that makes her nostalgic. And so this opening scene is set in her boudoir, and people are coming in, and guys are trying to sell her birds, and people are trying to sell her all kinds of stuff, and there's just this big crowd of people there in her, you know, and she's just receiving people. And finally, an Italian tenor comes in just to entertain her, and he's preceded by a flutist who plays this wild cadenza. And in fact, it's played by 3 flute players, and some of the places where you stop playing the triplets and Mignon begins are the second flute comes and dovetails it. The beginning of it actually comes out of a tempo which is a minuet. So it starts out from bidum, badum, bidim, so you have to start it slowly and accelerate to the high B. When you get there, don't get any faster. But do start it so it comes out of a minuet tempo. We'll play it with Mignon. Good. What makes it hard, of course, is the second flute player has to play it with you. You know, so don't rush out of that. Okay? Let's do it again, just so you get used to it. See, I'm trying to keep pushing you because she's playing the cello part, and the cello finishes your phrase. So if you get too slow, then he won't be able to finish. It'll take him till, you know, next Tuesday to finish it. So, okay. La da dee a dee 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 a dee a dee a dee a. Okay, take it from where you go. La da dee. That's right, and you have to pick up in exactly the tempo she took and then get slower. Once again. And then the tenor aria begins. And when we used to do it, sometimes Pavarotti himself would come in and sing this aria. It's just a standalone piece, but it's such a beautiful aria. And of course, it's a tenor aria. It's preceded by this flute player, and you've got all these melodies that go la da 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 da, which I take to be Strauss playing on Figaro, 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 since he's an Italian tenor. That's what I think. Anyway, thank you. You've survived. Very good. We'll hear the other one. Here's a picture of what's happening here. She, the princess, has been having her hair done. And at this point, she's feeling kind of wistful. She's feeling kind of a little depressed. And she looks in the mirror and then she says to her hairdresser, "Oh, Hippolyte, you have made me look so old." And he's embarrassed about that. And so he has this hissy fit. He goes, and says, "Oh, let me see what I can do. I'll put your hair up and I'll see if I can make this better for you." And that's what this is. This is it's a parody. It's this foppish hairdresser, like hysterical. So you have to play it a little bit hysterically. It's got that hysterical quality to it, okay? Yeah, put them a little bit more clipped than that. It's, see, it's not triplets. Yeah, it still sounds a little triplety. Just closer together. That's right. And when you get to the top note, you know, it's like that thing. It's hysteria. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Nachschlag, I would play an E natural. Did you play an E flat? Play that. Yeah, play an E natural. Yeah, right. Good. From the high A. That's right. That's right. Now, the hard part, of course, is you have to be that hysterical and that you can't be sharp, which is quite a trick, okay? So play with Mignon now. Yeah, good. I mean, it's hard not to be sharp. But, I mean, most flute players don't succeed in not being sharp, but you have to work at that, okay? But the style of it is right now. It's a parody. And again, I mean, that's, I think, the fun of playing these solos is because if you have this vision in your mind of what you're portraying, then it adds a dimension to the way that you play it, and you know that you have to push it to the limit. And these pieces have to be played in this extreme way in order for them to really be the right way, and yet they still have to be played within the confines of good flute playing. Okay? Thank you.